In this presentation of NLP Davao, we will explain the logical levels and how you can use them. The NLP Logical Levels is a model that helps to analyze the structure or levels of human experience or functionality of organizations like companies. It is used to solve problems for human individuals as well as for large companies. The logical levels is without any doubt one of the most valuable NLP models or tools. NLP Davao introduces the logical levels as a part at the start of any of our NLP training and coaching programs. Neuro-linguistic programming is about listening and asking the right questions. Asking the right questions will start a process of awareness and give unexpected insights. Let's do some questions to introduce the logical levels. Do you define yourself in terms of where, when, and with whom you are? Or do you think of yourself mainly in terms of what you do? Or do you define yourself with the skills you have? Or do you rather think about yourself in terms of what's important to you? Or more by your identity? A carpenter or a lawyer? A husband or a wife, a father or a mother? Or do you define yourself in terms of your purpose of being? Your mission, religion or ideology? Let's have a closer look to this different levels on the basis of a very daily and common problem. Noisy neighbors. Imagine someone who has big noise problems with his neighbors. It is getting so bad that he decides to move to another house. He is leaving that environment and hopes all his problems are past tense. Then his new neighbors seem also very difficult, so he decides to move again. And once more he ends up next door to the neighbors from hell. The source of his problem seems not to be his location or his environment. His behavior seems to be the common factor in all of this. If he doesn't know how to behave in another way, he may need to learn new skills or capabilities. Some assertive communication, or anyway a better way of dealing with conflicts. He might even consider to learn some rapport skills. But if he believes that the way he has been behaving is the only right one, the problem is on a higher level. He'll need to change his beliefs. If those limiting beliefs are core to his identity, he may have to rethink who he is in order to get a lasting resolution. Who am I? In order to get the impulse to do so, he may have to consider what is more important to him than he is himself. He may start a spiritual quest to find his mission. The highest level is the level of mission or higher purpose. This is what you are part of that is more important to you than you are to yourself. It is your core. That, what remains if you strip off your identities, beliefs and values, capabilities, behavior and environment. For some people this will be their religion, for other people it may be some political cause, or their soul, their family, an idea. Or it may be a combination of some of these elements. This pyramid illustrates the model created by Robert Dilts. It is known as the NLP Logical Levels or the Neuro-Logical Levels. The base layer is environment. This is about the where, the when and with whom. The fundamental questions are, where am I? When is this happening? What and who is around me? One level higher is the level of behavior. What exactly are you doing in that place of environment? On the next level are your capabilities. How are you doing this? What skills do you have available to behave like that in that environment? The next level up is the level of values and beliefs. Values define what's important for you. What do you believe about yourself, other people, and about how the world around you functions? Above our values and beliefs is the level of identity. This is the level of your sense of self. Who are you, with those values and beliefs, that makes you use your capabilities to do so in that environment? Finally, at the top of the pyramid, we find the level of mission, purpose, or spirit. Something larger, you are connected with. To make it easier to remember the logical levels and the connected questions, watch this powerful animation. Some more about values and beliefs. They are the core of the logical levels, in the middle, and at the top. A baby boy is hungry, he experiences a bad feeling. The baby starts to cry. And after a while, his mother will come to feed him. Result: a happy and satisfied baby boy. After a few times, the baby starts to believe, at a non-verbal level, that when he is hungry, he only needs to cry to let his mother come to make him happy and satisfied again. It has become a pattern. Let's explain this, in terms of the NLP logical levels. We start with the level of environment. His house, or wherever the baby boy is his environment. The when is when he is hungry. Crying is his behavior. Connecting cause and consequence. In other words, connecting feeling hungry, crying and being fed, are his capabilities. When I am hungry and I cry, my mother always comes to feed me, is his belief. The value is satisfaction. I am a hungry baby boy, is his identity. Survival is his mission or higher purpose. Beliefs are connected with our values. Beliefs give them meaning, or direction. Our core, or important values, are most of the time unconscious. Beliefs can be modified quite easy. Values cannot be changed. Values just are there. What can be changed, is their position, in the hierarchy of importance for you. This happens after getting an insight, or a transformative moment. This can be a so-called aha moment, or a life-changing experience. The value respect can be directed by two complete different beliefs. I believe I should respect all people. I believe all people should respect me. What follows is a list of some values. Freedom. Love. Environmentalism. Perseverance. Efficiency. Courage. Passion. Commitment. Fitness. Respect. Optimism. Motivation. Open-mindedness. Reliability. Patriotism. Spirit of adventure. Consistency. Honesty. Innovation. Creativity. Humor. Compassion. Dependability. Loyalty. Justice. Corruption. Sarcasm. Connection. Obedience. Devotion. Indifference. Involvement. And many more. Core values are the criteria that drives and motivates you. They determine your identity, beliefs, skills, behavior, and finally your environment. If environmentalism is one of your core values, at the top of the hierarchy, you may be an extremist, or a fighter against pollution, or an activist to save species from extinction. Like Greta Thunberg. The value of environmentalism is like a mission for Greta. She might call it connection with nature. It is more important for her than she is herself. A mission is a value that far transcends the other values in the hierarchy. Now, let's explain the use of the logical levels, and how to do an exercise with them. Get 6 pieces of paper, and write on each of them one of the logical levels. These pieces of paper will be so-called floor anchors. Stepping on a floor anchor helps you to associate with the level you are standing on. Write down one name of the logical levels on each piece of paper, as shown above. Environment. Behavior. Capabilities. Values and beliefs. Identity. And finally, mission. Lay down the floor anchors on the floor, like shown above. Mission. Identity. Values and beliefs. Capabilities. Behavior. And finally, environment. When you have a mild problem in your mind that you want to work on, step on the first level, the level of environment. Mentally go to a moment and place when this problem occurs. Where and when does this happen? Are there other persons around? Completely relive the moment this situation happens. Now step on the next level, the level of behavior. What exactly are you doing there on that place? What are you thinking and feeling when this problem occurs? Do what you are doing while observing what is happening outside of you. Continue to the next floor anchor, step on the level of capabilities. What skills do you need to do this in this environment, the place and moment, when this situation occurs? And what skills do you have at your disposal? Again, take one step forwards. Step on the level of values and beliefs. What makes it so important for you to do this on this place and at this moment? What do you believe about yourself to do this? What must be true for you about yourself to do so? And what must be true about your environment? Step on the level of identity. Who are you in this situation? What is your identity? What is your role to do so in this situation? Who are you to believe that you have to use these skills to behave like that in this situation? Now, while you prepare to step on the highest level, your mission or purpose, connect with that, what is bigger and more important than you are. Connect with your mission, or the purpose why you are here. Or connect with your higher self. Feel this connection thoroughly, in your whole being. Let it grow. Step on the next level. The level of mission or purpose. While you are completely connected, turn around, so you have an overview over the other levels. Your identity, values and beliefs, your skills and capabilities, behavior, and environment. While in connection with your mission, purpose or higher self, step on identity. Notice what has changed. Stay connected. Take one step forwards onto your values and beliefs. Observe your beliefs and values. Do you believe this behavior is still so important? What is different now? Did your beliefs change? Has another value become more important? Step forwards on capabilities. Are there now other ways you can use your capabilities? Are there more, maybe unexpected skills, available now? Proceed to behavior. What happens with your behavior? How did it change? What more choices do you have at your disposal now? How do you feel? What are your thoughts now about this situation? And finally, step on your environment. What is the response of people in your environment? What is the difference? What do you see? Observe carefully. You may step off the last floor anchor now. Have a last look to the logic levels. Observe them one by one. Start with mission or purpose and go down step by step. After the exercise, proceed with your normal daily life, and the things you were doing. Before you actually perform the logical levels, please read and listen to some general instructions. It is best to do the exercise with 2 or 3 persons. a subject, a programmer, and a meta. A subject. The subject is the one with a problem. The subject should follow all instructions. A programmer. The programmer is the person who guides the exercise and gives the instructions. His task is to ask questions. Questions to guide and help the subject to associate with the different logical levels. A meta, if a third person is available. The meta observes the process of the exercise and helps the programmer if needed. Afterwards, the meta gives feedback to the programmer about his performance. This exercise can be done by the subject in complete silence. The questions of the programmer are meant to be answered mentally only. The programmer doesn't need to know what the problem is all about. Just an indication will be sufficient. In other words, the subject doesn't have to give extensive information about the problem. Except from stepping on the anchors, the subject can perform all instructions mentally. The subject thinks about a mild to moderate problem he has. Let's say something like shouting at his or her children, while always regretting this afterwards. Having fake behavior in some situations, to cover what he or she really wants. It might be a returning problem, in the job situation, or with friends. The logical levels is covered extensively, during the practitioner training at NLP Davao. Long-lasting effects and results of the logical levels, or other NLP interventions, will only be achieved under guidance of an NLP trainer, during the 10 days NLP practitioner, at NLP Davao.